let's get into the state of the Lakers. The Lakers open up their 76 season in the NBA. And pretty much last night, it was a very, very formful situation for the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets, I wouldn't say they dominated the Lakers, but they did what they had to do to win the game. And the Lakers, once again, were a team that was lacking consistent scoring, consistent defense, and consistency from their superstar. Anthony Davis wound up scoring no points in the second half. LeBron James once again had to carry the load, but he only scored 21 points last night. And that was pretty much the linchpin in the game, because you had Jokic once again have himself a game, 29 points, absolutely incredible. This is the reasons why he's the MVP, seen as the best player in the league. Also, Jamal Murray was pretty good last night as well, too. He dropped 21 last night, and he shot very well, too. He's 8 for 13 last night, so he wasn't wasteful shooting at all. And he was able to supply 6 assists. This was able to get them, their 50 from their, 2 superstars. Now, when it comes to Caldwell Pope, he was the X factor last night. He wound up scoring 20 points, hitting 2 out of 3 from 3, and he was 8 for 12 from the field. That was absolutely that's absolutely the biggest reason why they won this game last night. But everybody in the starting 5 was in double digits last night. Gordon had 15 as well. The Lakers, same thing. Everybody was in double figures last night. I didn't see much from that bench last night. Rue went 3 for 10 off the bench. I think that he's supposed to be the head scorer off the bench last night. That really didn't come to fruition, and he didn't really even get that much playing time last night either. He only played 14 minutes. And then you had Christian Wood in there, who showed some good signs of a guy I think that might need to be inserted into the starting lineup just to give AD a valet. You know what I mean? Because this is what I always try to get people to understand about Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol was good. He wasn't great. He was good. Because the reason why everybody thought he was great was because he had a valet in Andrew Bynum. And then the backup valet was Lamar Odom. So these guys make your stars look really good because they'll do the dirty work. They'll do the dirty stuff. They'll play against the center that the physical center that, your finesse power forward really can't handle and can throw him off his game. So Darvin Ham has to get better at putting lineups together. And I know it's a fresh, brand new group. And when you look at the Lakers, everybody in the starting 5 was there. Everybody except for Prince was there in the starting 5. And then you got Rue. He's the only guy left on the bench. When you look at that bench, other than Max Christie and Rue, these are the only guys left. Once again, the Lakers don't have what most teams have when they're chasing championships, and that's rapport. This is the 6th different edition the Lakers have had within the last 4 years of a lineup. It just seems like everything is just centered around AD and LeBron and who can fit around those two. We're at the point now where it's like, okay, you can't even think about trying to get some trade going, but the chemistry was really lacking. It seemed like that these guys really did not know each other at all last night. And the craziest part about it is when they got the group last year during the trade deadline, these guys didn't even know each other, and they were able to mesh right away. You don't mess that type of situation up. All those guys were affordable. You could have paid for them. You actually could have broke up some of the money that you gave to guys like Gabe Vincent and Jackson Hayes and Cam Reddish, and you could have kept those other players that were very good for the chemistry of the team. Now you have to restart this thing all over again. And it's going to be a slow cook for the Lakers because they got to find the right rotations. But I just don't feel comfortable with these players. You know what I mean? Gabe Vincent is pretty much a guy that, he's going to have to be hot. And I think that he possibly is a better player maybe if he's starting because he'll be more confident. Max Christie needs to figure out a way to get some playing time because he has the potential to be a really great player. And then, you got Jalen Hood Shafano. He wasn't even thought about last night. I thought possibly you could have threw him in there for a minute. But the person that I really, really think that needs to really get his shit together. Yeah, I'm cussing, but I don't like to. I like to keep things real PG here. But this is the Lakers, so it's gonna get a little nasty sometimes. But all in all, D'Angelo Russell needs to step up. D'Angelo Russell is the third person in the big three for LeBron and AD. He's the one that's been to the All-Star game. He was the top 3 pick. He was the guy that could go out there and score 30 points a night if he wants to when he was in other places. But it seems like he's just so happy about just being back in Los Angeles and just being a part of the culture of the Lakers. And he needs to step it up. LeBron even said, I saw you and you're not doing anything. He told him that last night while they were going through a timeout situation. And I truly do think that the way they've advertised D'Angelo Russell over the years, he's coming up very short with the Lakers. And the Lakers need him to be that perimeter player. They need him to be a poor man's Kyrie somewhat. They got rid of Russ Westbrook to bring in an even bigger headache. And I just don't know. But I know one thing, though. He might be setting himself up to be one of the assets the Lakers are going to move before the trade deadline. Because best believe, as usual, the Lakers are going to have to make some trades to get this team to where they want it to be. But I truly do feel that it's a game at a time situation. They should be able to pick up some good chemistry as they move along. But last night was not a good showing. It was not. But you got Phoenix coming in tomorrow. That should be something that's very helpful for you because this lineup's a little bit different from Denver, a team that kind of had a chip on their shoulder playing against you. They had to back up the shit talking of their coach. And then, very emotional night as well, too. You get your rings. Your coach's father, who was a coach in the NBA, the reason why he's a coach in the NBA, has passed away. All that stuff that plays into the Hollywood stuff that happens in these NBA games. You know what I mean? And pretty much it favored the Nuggets. And that's what happened last night. And just like I told people on Twitter last night, this is just pageantry at the end of the day. It's the first night of the year. This game is pretty much the most irrelevant game of the season. Let's keep it real, okay? Nobody's really that much worried about your performance on opening night. They're more worried about your performance when you get to the playoffs, when you get to the finals, things like that. This last night was pretty much a hyped up extra preseason game because, believe it or not, we are in an extended preseason for the next 6 weeks until we get to Christmas. It's that simple, okay? So, all in all, Lakers start their season off on 1 for the 6th year in a row. So, hey, it is what it is. I think for the 10th year in a row, the Lakers have not won an opener in a very, very long time. So, pretty much there it is. There it is. We move forward. Let's go ahead and jump into our next topic, which is going to be the Suns win their opener last night. Suns were pretty good. Devin Booker wound up having himself a pretty good game last night, and he did exactly what he wanted to do, and that was